Hey, this is Seagrove, and today we are looking at the top 8 deck trends from the EUIC. I just went through the top 8 decks and looked for patterns among the decks. I'd done this for a few tournaments, including Worlds last year, and this one I think was maybe there weren't as many surprises as in some of the others, but there were a few things that I found interesting. So in the first thing I noticed was that 50% of the decks used DCE, and 7 out of 8 of the decks use special energy, with Volcanion being the only one that did not use special energy. All of them used 4 Ultra Balls, not surprising. I'm not going to go through everything. Things like that I'm going to skip. Remember, 2 decks used 2. The 2 toward Redcliffe decks used only 2 Sycamores. Guardy used 3 and everything else used 4. 7 out of 8 used 4N, and the one that didn't use 3N. I thought that was interesting that N is actually more used than Sycamore, which I did not expect. Bridget showed up in 4 of the decks. 7 of the decks used Guzma, and 5 of the top 8 used 4 Guzma. I think that's worth noting, especially as you're looking to build new decks. Notice how often they're using Guzma. 4 copies of it. I think that's an inclusion that's really hard for a lot of us to agree with, I guess, or get on board with, but it's obviously working. 50% of the decks used 2 enhanced hammers. So, 50% of the top 8 decks used enhanced hammer, and 7 out of 8 of the top decks used special energy. So, enhanced hammer is a really good play. It's definitely something to consider. All of them played field blower. 2 of them played 4, obviously, the Redcliffe decks. 4 of them played 2, and 2 only played 1. All played Lele. 4 of them played 3 Lele. And 3 of them only played 1, and 1 played 2. 3 played Octillery, 2 played Oranguru. 4 played Max Elixir, which is interesting to see Max Elixir coming back after we had sort of saw a downfall in it with Garbodor, but obviously Garbodor was not very present, so I think that allowed for the Max Elixir builds to do pretty well. And then Brooklet Hills, Super Rods, you all can read that. But these are just a few quick things that I noticed and I thought you guys might be interested in. So yeah, shout out to everyone who was able to provide the deck lists so quickly. Thanks for watching.